I did not know what was going on. It may have been a few seconds, but it felt like it went on longer. And suddenly I'm wearing sunglasses and I see this light, bright light shining in front of me, and it was blinding. And I recall thinking, is this light coming from? And then the voice came. And it said very confidently, very loudly, but in a comforting way, not scary at all. And it said, Leena, everything will be okay.
If you want to take it step by step, please connect with your friends, ask them to be there for you, ask for support, be open about receiving compliments from your friends, because you have to be more receptive and open to receiving goodness in so many ways before life or angels or God, whatever you want to call it, can give that to you.
It was a scary thing to do, to admit, to say that I talk to angels. It's weird, people still, when I tell them, they're like, what? Really? Like how? But yeah, they're always around us.
Hey Zims, good to see you.
Hey Nick, good to see you too.
Introduce our guest today.
Yes, I am so excited, as always, but this is very, very special. So our guest today is Leena Al Abbas Capiau. She's joining us from Bali, where she has moved to just a few months ago. She's originally from the UAE, and the story about how I met her and how we've stayed friends all this time is really interesting, because we met around 20 years ago when we were both in the corporate world. And she was someone I was drawn to almost instantly because she was so different from the kinds of people you meet through work. She was the first person who I met who was a vegan, which was basically unheard of, especially in this part of the world. And she was also really into angels, which was like so fascinating to me. It was totally out of my universe, but the more interesting you are, the stranger you are, the more I love you. So that's how this started. I don't know what it was for her that caused her to stay in touch, but for me, she was pretty much one of the coolest people I knew at that time. And I'm really happy that we managed to stay in touch since then. And it turns out we've had similar paths open up for both of us, taking us to our callings. So it feels kind of like a soul family kind of connection that has stood the test of time, and I'm so grateful for that. And Leena is a gifted angel medium, intuitive channeler, angel therapy healer, angel card reader, spiritual life coach, heart and soul expander, mindset shifter, manifestation guide, and star seed empath. She'll talk about all of this. I know it's quite a few things. But her life changed forever after a profound encounter with Archangel Michael in 2008. An awakening that set her on a soul-led mission to help sensitive souls receive divine guidance, healing, and support from the angelic realms. Through her heartfelt work, Leena empowers others to connect with the magical power of angels to transform their lives, awaken their gifts, and create miracles. Welcome, Leena.
Thank you so much for having me on your podcast, and congratulations on this new epiphany of yours. And yeah, I'm excited to have this chat with you today.
Thank you. So are we.
Absolutely. Lovely to meet you, Leena. Welcome to the Epiphany Dialogues. Normally how we start is we talk about what our guests do, and then we ask them about the epiphany that they've had in their life that might have changed their life. But in this case, I'm going to ask you this question right up front, because I believe that the epiphany is what led to the work that you do. So, Leena, please tell us, what is the epiphany that you've had in your life that has changed the course of it?
So my epiphany that completely transformed my life was in 2008, when I had an incredible encounter, an angelic encounter. and not with any small angel. It was with Archangel Michael, who is the mighty archangel. He is the angel of power, of courage, of confidence. He is basically the leader of angels. And of course, I did not know at the time that this was what happened. It was years later that I realized that this encounter was with Archangel Michael. I was in Sydney and I had been there for 40 days. I was joining a program and it was my last day. And I decided to take a walk in the Sydney Botanical Gardens. And it was a time of my life where nothing was working out. I didn't have a job to go back to home in Dubai, and I was also healing from a broken heart. I was extremely confused about life, what I'm meant to be doing, just all these confusions, and it was a very low period of my life. And I was walking and it felt like hours that I was walking. And all of a sudden, things got really silent. And I could just, I received so much clarity with my vision, with my hearing. Every blade of grass I looked at just shined so brightly. It was very detailed. Like my whole senses became so what's the word? But it's
Heightened.
so clear. Yeah, heightened, exactly.
Hmm.
And I could hear every insect and bird. So it was really very strange. Again, I did not know what was going on. It may have been a few seconds, by the way, but it felt like it went on longer. And suddenly I'm wearing sunglasses and I see this light, bright light shining in front of me, and it was blinding. And I do recall thinking, is this light coming from? And then the voice came. And it said, and it just specifically said very confidently, very loudly, but in a comforting way, not scary at all. And it said, Leena, everything will be okay. And that's
Wow.
it.
I got
Everything
chills.
yeah,
Yeah.
everything stopped. And during that period, before actually that voice came to me, I remember looking down at my feet, and it almost felt like I was floating. So the whole experience was so surreal. And then after I got that message, everything went back to normal. Like it's as if everything got shut off and I came back to reality. Now I didn't realize what happened. I had no clue. I thought I was imagining things. I thought, it was just yeah, I don't know. It was very, very strange, and I forgot about it. It was years later that I realized that this experience that I had was what people call an angel encounter.
How beautiful.
Yeah. And this led me to the path of becoming an angel medium because I started getting interested in everything angelic. And before going to Sydney, I actually started understanding what angel numbers were. And it wasn't something that people used to talk about very commonly like they do now. Now it's
Yeah.
become so normal to talk about it. But yeah, it was a number that I used to see so much. And again, I did not understand what it meant. And then once I was just browsing the internet and I got a pop-up window and it says, do you see the same number over and over again? This thing led to me, finding my teacher, and I bought my first oracle deck, an angel oracle deck, and it went from there. So I got much deeper into the whole angelic realm studies. I became a certified card reader and an angel intuitive. So yeah, so that was really the pivotal moment. And then basically after that, angels really, really just transformed everything in my life. Yeah, they were the reason, yeah, why I am doing what I'm doing and living the life I absolutely dreamt about. And it's all because of their love and support and guidance.
That's
So
amazing. That's
beautiful.
amazing. In between, when you had that experience, you said that years passed before you realized what that encounter was. Did you start feeling some effects of that encounter, or some change in your life immediately afterwards, or like how did that transition happen, and how long was it?
Well, when I went back home, so it was the next day, and basically I got a call. Remember, the message was, Leena, everything will be okay.
Yes.
I got a call from a company, and they're like, we've been trying to call you. We're offering you a job. So
Wow.
it was basically the highest paid job that I was in, and it was also the last job I was going to have, because then after that I quit the corporate world. I started my own business, but I think it was years later that I realized it was Archangel Michael. um, because I had read different accounts of people encountering angels. And there are so many types of encounters. Some people see them physically. Some people see, different colors, lights. I got the message through the hearing, but I also saw the light. Um, yeah, and I could feel the presence. So it was the clairaudience, it was the clair recognizance, it was, it was just the various senses, but without seeing the figure. But it just felt like it was a powerful figure. Yeah, so I can't really, I don't remember when it finally hit me, but yeah, I just knew it in the end that it was Archangel Michael. And then I started getting more knowledgeable about how Archangel Michael communicates. And it's normally a very firm, a very confident, very assured way. Yeah, and it was basically telling me, you shouldn't worry about anything. Everything will be okay. And I went back and I got this job, and it was completely unexpected.
We have lots of questions, but I just want to say right now, because you've been talking about Archangel Michael, who happens to be my favorite. He's on the bookshelf, right at the corner in the top. He's always been there for many, many years. I have one for the car. It's like, we'll come to that question later, but I just want to say thank you for kind of expressing what he stands for, because I've just felt just a very intuitive kind of connection to him. And it helps me to know that, these are the things that he stands for, and that he does offer like protection and guidance and power. And it's in a loving, but yeah, a firm way.
Mhm.
So yeah, thanks for that. I didn't know we have that in common as well.
Mhm.
But yeah, like I said, we have a lot of questions, but I just want to start off by saying, are you still very, very deeply connected to Archangel Michael? Is he your favorite, or do you have others? Uh, Tell us more about that.
I definitely have a sweet spot for Archangel Michael, but I love to work with archangels. So I have so many favorite archangels as well. And not so much guardian angels, because guardian angels, yes, yeah, they're part of us. We all have guardian angels. But for me, my specialty is really connecting and channeling archangels. But I do have others that I work with, and yeah, yeah. So it's Archangel Michael is always there. But I also work with others with Archangel Michael. So it could be Archangel Michael and Archangel Ariel, for example, Archangel Michael, Archangel Jovial. So yeah, they all have their specialties, and it depends what you need at that time. You will call on that specific angel to help you with whatever you need.
And Leena, how does one connect with these angels themselves? Is it that only specific people have that ability, or does everybody have that ability to connect with the archangels if they want to?
Everybody has access 24/7 to angels. You know, whether they're guardian angels, whether they're normal angels, whether they're archangels, and it's very simple. It's just, you know, it's as if you're talking to a friend, and it's all about intention. So very often I get asked the same question, you know, what do we need to say? How are we supposed to approach these angels? And we should never put angels on a pedestal. They want us to treat them like our allies. So it's as if talking to a friend, like, Michael, please help me do this. And you know, there isn't a specific prayer or anything that you need to do. It's just your intention. And they need us to voice out our request for them to help us, because they will never ever interfere with our free will.
Right.
So angels always ask us to ask them for help. And they need that because we need to know that we're always in control with our free will. When we ask for help, we need to trust that they heard our request. And we need to trust that they are doing the work behind the scenes. And we have to have the faith, patience, and the surrender that we are going to receive the help and the guidance from them when it's the right time.
Right.
And how do you know which angel to reach out to, angel or archangel to reach out to?
It's not important. I mean, this is
Okay.
next level, because I work, you know, so closely with angels. But you know, whatever your request is, if you need some healing, you could just say angels of healing. So you could just specify the, you know, whatever category you would like help with. You could get more fancy about it once you know specific angels and what, you know, what they do, what their specialties are. But it's not important. The intention is more important than anything. They don't expect us to know them by name, but the intention and your openness to ask is more important than anything else.
Right. Can I ask, how did people react when you first started talking about angels? That was quite a few years ago. What was it like from friends, from family, let's say, or people who were more, I guess, intellectual or cerebral? How did that go down?
I mean, look, it's the whole journey is always scary, because first of all, you know that you are different. You know that you are into this woo-woo, and it could be a very lonely place as well,
Yes.
because you know what you believe in. And I think I spent a lot of time alone as well, because I was in the study period, the try it for yourself period. And even though I got certified, I was so scared to give one-on-one card readings. And for the longest time, I used to do remote readings. And Zimmy, you've tried my readings.
Yes.
And I used to refuse giving face to face, because it was that fear, you know, what if I give the wrong message or pick the wrong card? And there's always that imposter syndrome. But actually, you know, we all have our specialties and gifts within us. And it took me years to open up and to finally accept that this was a gift I had and I should use it. But for many years, I used to hide behind the mask of my remote channelings, my remote readings are more powerful because I can focus more on your energy.
Right.
But actually, I was put on a spot years later, and somebody said, "No, I want to face to face, and if it's not face to face, I am not interested." And then I needed to do it and say, "Look, I'm willing to take this big leap," and it changed everything for me because actually face to face, they're all the same energy, by the way. You get the same guidance, whether it is remotely or face to face, but it just became my signature to do the face to face, and I can get so much deeper when I'm looking at you sitting next to me, and I will get even more messages, deeper messages for you. But yeah, it was a scary thing to do, to admit, to say that I talk to angels. It's weird,
Yeah.
people still, when I tell them, they're like, "What? Really? Like how?" But yeah, they're always around us. We just need to acknowledge the fact that they are. You guys have angels next to you right now. I mean, your guardian angels are always with you 24/7. They never leave you. You are born with your guardian angels, and they will leave the moment you leave Earth as well. So
Right.
this is also very reassuring to know that we have at least two angels always with us. One is slightly louder, and this is why people always assume that we have one angel with us all the time, but one is more louder than the other. It's like one is the action one and one is yeah, it's just the nudging one. So yeah, but we always have them, and you're never alone. That's the beauty of understanding this, is even though we may feel alone sometimes in life, we are never truly alone.
That to me feels very comforting, just to know, even let's say if I have not connected or don't know them or don't even quite believe in them yet, I would still find it comforting to know that there is this energy that's holding space for me, that I can kind of just express the heaviness or even the joy or just my thoughts, and have that feeling of being heard. That's really nice. It feels very nice. I'm just kind of saying this from the perspective of people who are probably not there yet, to just kind of lean into that a little bit, just see how that feels to have some nice, loving, kind, protective, supportive energy, as if it is your friend who's not there right now, but you could speak to them right now if you wanted to. So thank you for that.
Absolutely. I mean, they're always listening to us. They're always there for us. And we just need to remember that. And we need to acknowledge them and treat them like friends. And we can also have fun with them. It's not always the serious things. You could, for example, if you don't know what you need to wear, you could just say, "Hey, can you help me, inspire me?" You could use them for really the silliest things, and yeah, they'll be there for you.
What is the relationship between humans and angels and God? Because there's obviously a large segment of society that will say, whatever that you want, whatever you desire, whatever guidance you need, you should be speaking directly to God.
Absolutely. Angels are messengers of God. So when you are speaking to the angels, you're speaking to God through the angels. Many people find that God is really so far, and he sent messengers in the form of angels closer to humans so that we can communicate to God through angels. We don't pray to angels. We we're always we're always connected to God through the angels because they have that energy. They are his messengers. So it is a way of making it easier to get this divine help and guidance without the fear that, you're bothering God, or, some people just find it really so far away. Like, you need to do more to reach God. But actually, you also have the angels to do that.
Hi, everyone. We just wanted to take a quick moment to thank you for being here with us at the Epiphany Dialogues, where curiosity meets consciousness. If you're enjoying this episode, please hit the like button, follow, subscribe, and share with like-minded people.
And you're also welcome to join our conversation. If you have an epiphany to share, please leave us a comment or email us. Details are in the description below. And with that, back to the episode.
Yeah, I think it's really important, because most of the main religions talk about angels so much, right? And they're accepted and actually talked about in terms of how they helped to communicate with, let's say, the prophets or messengers of, in human form. And so it seems like, yeah, I totally get it. Like it seems logical to me that there would be this connection that flows from us to God, and to have something closer, like you said, and more friendlier.
Yeah, exactly. And there is a hierarchy of angels, by the way. So how it works, it's us, then there is the guardian angels, then there is the archangels, but then there are like 7 layers of angels that are closer to God. So it's I have a very cool diagram where it shows like the different levels of the angels. So you have, like, for example, the seraphims and the cherubims, and so it's these are said to be the angels that they're really close to God. They're almost next to him, and but how it's created that the guardian angels and the archangels are close to people, because they are the ones that have been given the mission to help with earthly things, whereas these higher angels they have bigger things that they are taking care of. But yeah, when you know that we have access to these angels and the archangels to help us with anything that we're going through, it's extremely reassuring.
Of course.
So yeah, so they're there for us, and they want to work for us. And some of them don't have any jobs, and they get so happy when we ask them to do something for us, because you're giving them something to do.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever really thought about asking angels or my angels for anything, and now I'm seriously considering doing that right after this episode.
Can I tell you a little story? Very recently. So, it's taken me a while to accept angels as part of my soul family, let's say, my entourage, let's say. Recently, 3 months ago, my husband and I went to this outdoor food truck place during Ramadan. And there were tons of food trucks, tons of people. It was outdoors. There was a lot of hustle bustle. And I had my glasses on my head. And I was eating things at different stalls. And then I was trying on a couple of clothes from the stalls as well. And I don't know what happened, but by the time we finished and we got back to the car, I realized that, I've lost my glasses. And so my husband was like, you're not going to find them. Like, there's no way. It's too crowded. Even if they fell somewhere, somebody probably stepped on it and all of that. I said, listen, I have to go check. Just give me a few minutes because I really love those glasses, right? And so he stayed in the car and I walked back to this place. And while I'm walking, I say to my angels, I was like, guys, if you help me find my glasses intact, I'm going to stop worrying about everything in life because I am inherently a worrier. Yeah, I know, big claim, right? Big deal to make.
That's a
But
huge ultimatum.
right? I know. So I was like, please help me find my glasses. And then you can help me to stop worrying. And, this is like my word that I'm giving you. I literally entered the place and I found them intact on the floor right in front of me. And I don't know how long they had been there, whether it was on the way out that they fell off or it was right at the beginning, but they were there in perfect condition. I didn't even have to go search or inside or anything. It was literally right. As soon as I finished saying what I had said, they're right in front of me. I was like, oh, damn. Got myself into trouble now. And as far as I am concerned, it's really important for me to keep my word. Not just to others, but even to myself. Like I'm really quite serious about that. And so that was on the 6th of February. And it has been now over 3 months. And trust me when I say that there have been things to worry about, that I would have spent at least half an hour on each of those things, being anxious and, all of that. And it has not happened. Like it's literally like a worry comes and then something just comes right over it like a breath. And I'm just like, no, it's cool. It's all right. We'll figure it out. It's literally just that. I haven't had to do more than that. And every time this happens, I say, thank you, and it's been so liberating. And I was like, oh my God, I worked through years and years of techniques of breathing, of this and that, like all of the things that I have figured out for myself to worry less. And I have come a long way since then. And the techniques are amazing. Yet this is what it took for me to completely just step out of that timeline. And that habit was like, I felt the love and the support. Yeah.
That is the beauty of working with angels, because it is instant
Yeah.
and it's profound and it's deep and it stays with you. So, you have that energy, you integrate, you embody their energy, and you feel okay even in the worst times. You feel that, oh, I'm okay. I'm being taken care of. And even if you broke your promise, Zimmy, there's no judgment.
Sure. Yes.
Because they never judge. They never judge. We can do so many mistakes and they will still love us. They will still take care of us, guide us, support us. So yeah, but they're just really nice to work with.
Yes.
I encourage everybody to start working with their angels, because it's such a beautiful energy to invite in your life, and even make it part of your daily ritual. Angels, bless my house, bless my car. Good night, angels. Please join me in my dreams. Help me manifest this. It's part of your daily life that you can invite them in.
Yes.
So interesting. Leena, how long have you been doing this, you said?
So since 2012. Yeah.
2012, so almost 13 years, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm sure I've been doing it since, like, I don't know, my past life, or
Yeah.
because
Right.
yeah,
Fair.
the connection is very strong. So definitely from childhood, but I really don't have any recollection of me having, an imaginary friend. But yeah, yes, but it's been a while.
But so you've been actively, working with angels for the last 13 years. You must have some incredible stories for clients that have come to you and have looked for guidance. So obviously, without sharing any personal details or anything like that, would you be able to tell us maybe a couple of stories of these sorts of encounters?
Too many, too many. So I used to work very closely with Archangel Chamuel. He's the angel of finding things. and I found a lost kid,
Wow.
Wow.
and it was done remotely. So I had a friend who told me that she had somebody who was worrying about her kid, and this kid was in India. I was in Dubai, so it was a remote channeling. And I asked Chamwal to help me, and he pointed me. He actually showed me where the kid was. The kid was in a parking lot, sitting in a school bus, and he specifically pointed, like, yeah, it was this bus, and he's there. And indeed, they found him there.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
It
That's
was, it was
incredible.
like, it was like one of the, I think, the most amazing, incredible, remote, yeah, messages that I got.
Mm-hmm.
There was one that a guy lost his wallet. Again, it was remote, and I was basically I connected to his guardian angel, and through his angel, basically communicated to the driver. He lost the wallet in the cab, and I don't know what happened, but the driver opened the wallet, found the number, called the guy. It was just unexpected because the guy didn't even know that he had the number in his wallet. It was crazy. It was crazy. So many things, so many things. Sometimes I'll get words said to me and they don't make sense to me, but when I mention them to the client, tears. They will have tears.
Mm-hmm.
It could be somebody who was a past loved one who came through the reading. I once asked the client, I don't know, I'm getting the word star. What does that mean? She started crying because it was the name of her best friend who passed away.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. So it's you get them in so many ways. Yeah, people have left partners because yeah, they were guided
Mm-hmm.
to do so. It would be best for them, or to leave a country. Yeah, it's never really telling you that you need to do that. It's not like
Command.
what do you call it? A future, a fortune teller. It's not like, it doesn't work like that. It's guidance. It's divine guidance, and they already know what is best for our highest good, and they just give us hints to do, like, try that, or do that, or talk to that person, say yes, or go, call this person. So small hints, but actually they have big outcomes, because they know the path that we need to go on without telling us what we need to do, but we need to discover it for ourselves. And we could also not accept the guidance. We could completely ignore it, but then it's going to take longer for us to realize that this is what we should have done, because we need to go through the lessons, of course. Yeah, but if you resonate with the guidance, it's really a shortcut to the path that you're supposed to reach.
Right. And is that what kind of led you to Bali now after so many years of being in the UAE and Dubai?
It's again listening to listening to guidance, and also and working with the soul as well. So your soul is so loud. When it's time to change, it will let you know that it needs that change. Plus the guidance from the angels, like they, synchronicities that happen, things not working out, which are a sign that your energy is not aligned with that specific thing that you were probably pursuing, or thought that this was good for you. So many different signs, but yeah, the angels are there to support, to guide, to also cheerlead you, because they're huge. They love it when we're doing something that they know is right for us, and they will let you know. They'll celebrate you. They will show you signs. They will send you numbers, that they'll throw coins on your path. And it's been crazy. I've been finding so many coins. It's insane. And that's basically a message or meaning that abundance, you're attracting abundance at the moment. Yeah. It's it's through them. It's through knowing, trusting my soul and what it needs to do, and being intuitive about it. It's a combination of things. But yeah, Bali has been a dream. Um, but yeah, it was just taking that leap and realizing, okay, this is what I was meant to do.
Beautiful. Leena, it may sound like a little bit of a childish question, but I think on behalf of people who haven't yet connected with angels, are not there yet, we grew up like watching cartoons where there was a good angel and a bad angel, like, sitting on the shoulders and stuff. And you said as well in the beginning that we have two angels. So I just want to get your take on that. Like, are there good angels and bad angels, or what do you think that means? Because it's kind of been ingrained in us for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's maybe it's the louder, uh, more bossy angel. And there's the calmer and more like feminine energy angel. So I see it as the angel of action, and you need to do this, and don't be afraid of doing this. And then there's like, okay, but take it easy, don't worry. This is how I see it. But
Sure.
there's also, when you work with angels, you're only working with divine light, with high frequency, high vibrational energy. And once you are working with that energy, nothing negative can come through and, just meddle with that energy. There is so much assurance when I, as an angel medium, and connect to angels, and I know that I'm always protected by angels. I never fear anything, never. Although we are surrounded by negativity, by entities that could distract us. Again, angels, you use angels to help you protect your energy. And this is where Michael comes in, because he can help you negate any toxic energies, clear and cleanse your energies, remove and cut away any sabotaging energies that are entering your space. So you have that protection, and they are at a very high frequency. Nothing can basically, nothing can go through that.
Thank you. Thanks for clarifying that. Um, just from a personal perspective, again, keeping in mind people who perhaps are very curious right now and want to connect, the way it happened for me was, first I started actually, and I'm taking that example of what you said, that they're like your friends. So I first started connecting with my friends differently, because if you're not used to asking your friends for help, or friends for an ear or a shoulder or support, and you're one of those people who are like, I got this, I do everything by myself, I'm self-sufficient, I'm independent, I'm alone, let's say, solely responsible. That's where I was. And a few years ago, I actually realized that my friendships are a little bit almost like one-sided, where I am the friend who is the therapist as well, always supporting and, all of that. And yet I don't ask my friends for support or advice or just to help me vent. And I realized that that's not really fair, because they all have their strengths and qualities too. They just don't offer them because I seem like I've got it all under control, right? So I started on the quest of balancing my friendships, asking friends like, hey, I need some advice, even if I have kind of sorted it out in my head, but just to take them through my, process, and ask them, what do you think? and things like that. Or I just, I'm a bit frustrated now. Can I just vent? That's kind of all I need right now. And they'll be like, oh my God, you want my help? Yes, I'm here. And it really changed my friendships. It changed my relationships, where it became more balanced, more respectful, where they felt empowered and they felt they were, providing me with something that I needed. And it helped me to realize that just ask, like, you don't have to do everything yourself. And then once that changed for me, I became more open to connecting with angels and asking them for support, or just like you said, for fun. Like, what should I do for fun? Like, I'm always on the go. Now I want to balance that in my life. Show me, bring me signs of what would appeal to me for fun. So I'm just kind of putting this out there for people. Like, if you want to take it step by step, please connect with your friends, ask them to be there for you, ask for support, be open about receiving compliments from your friends, because you have to be more receptive and open to receiving goodness in so many ways before life or angels or God, whatever you want to call it, can give that to you.
So true. It's the openness element. It's the asking without worrying that you're going to bother someone or
Yes.
burden someone. It's the same technique when you ask friends for a favor or your angels for a favor.
Yeah.
It's the same kind of energy, and it's being open to receiving and knowing that you're worthy to receive that
Yes.
help, that answer,
Absolutely.
that guidance. Yeah, it's very important to remember that.
Yeah, and sometimes when you're going through like a mission or a project or something challenging in life, your friend doesn't even have to do anything, but if they're just there with you, like if you're going to the court for a hearing or something, or you're going to even, let's say, renew your driver's license, it's a chore. It doesn't have to be serious, but if your friend's there, you actually have fun with it, on the way. So it's the same thing for me. It's like having these friends brighten my every mundane or joyful or challenging experience. So Leena, before we end our episodes, we ask our guests if you had the ability to go back in time to speak to a younger self, perhaps in a moment where she would have needed support or guidance, encouragement, what would you say to her?
God, that you will be so okay. You will be so okay. And to not fear doing things, because, yeah, you could have done things so much quicker, but it's that fear that held you back. And it's trusting the process and trusting that all the things that didn't go like you imagined that they would have helped you, will help you in becoming who you are. They'll now shaping you to become this amazing person that you are right now. So yeah, it's just really trusting in the flow of life and surrendering to it and not fighting or trying to control or pushing for things to happen, because that's when we start getting blocked in our
True.
life.
Thank you. Thank you for that. And thank you for spending your time with us here and sharing your knowledge, your wisdom, your love, and your angelic vibes. We will put your Instagram handle on the description of these episodes so that whoever is interested in knowing more, please follow her. Her content is amazing. Thank you, Leena. Have a lovely evening.
Thank you so much. Thanks, guys.
It was lovely to meet you, Leena. Have a great evening. Take care.
Thank you.